you guys a little bit. I mean, you know, it's been done, the CEO and all that stuff, right? But you know, first of all, I want to say thank you to all of you guys because you guys certainly inspire me. But I also, during Wealth Bowl, and when I get a chance to meet you guys, and so many of you guys come up and it's like, man, congratulations. And the greatest compliment you guys ever give me is that you got a great team. And I worked very hard on that, and I truly appreciate that because I didn't want the spotlight to be on me. I think this business is about everybody else, right? This business is about making a difference in other people's lives, making a difference in your teammates' life. So if the spotlight keeps being on you, who do you produce? Who do you build? Mm-hmm. Right? This Hawaii trip for me, this next Hawaii trip for us is the most exciting for me because I actually got a qualifier with me. And I think about it every single time in Hawaii. It's all great and dandy and all the stuff that me and my family's in Hawaii. But how many people am I taking with me? Right? And then you're going to see two of our peoples coming up and speak after this. That's what this business is about. So I want to share with you a little bit that, man, if you would have asked me 12 years ago, you know, where would you be now? Where would you be a CEO of the company? Would you be a very top of the company? When I first started off the business, I would tell you absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. No, that's true. Because most people overestimated what they can do in 1 year, right? And then underestimated what they can do in 10 years. Mm-hmm. But if you would have asked me 4 or 5 years ago, would I be where I'm at right now? I said, no way. Because life kind of beat you down a little bit, right? You go through some struggle and you didn't understand certain different things. But if you ask me now, you absolutely bet you that I will be at the very, very, very top of this company. So I want to share with you what changed, right? Because when someone's terrible in the business for a while and then suddenly they kind of do okay with it, you kind of, so what is it that changed? You change. You need to change, right? Most of you guys sit there and go, well, most of us bring people in and you want to change them. I want you to understand this. People change when they want to change, not because of you want to change them. So if you only have people that you want to change, that means that you don't have enough people, right? Because let me just really talk to you, not talk at you. You know, but first of all, in order for you to grow and change, first you must accept that what your flaws are. Mm-hmm. So 3-4 years ago, I was literally looking at myself and saying, what is it that I'm doing that? You know, there are people that follow me. What is it why I'm not winning in the business? Right? So I was thinking about this the other day, that why is it that someone come in here, or why did you look at the leader bulletin? Some people win on a consistent basis, and some people not. Like athlete, right? You know, the Patriots going to Super Bowl again, right? For like Tom Brady's like
yeah. Haters.
I don't know football, but I know Tom Brady have a heart of a champion.
That's right.
I know that. Have you been to Super Bowl 6 times? Right? But here's why. You guys need to understand this. Most athletes, or most people that win in life, they expected to win.
That's right.
They're expected to win. And you heard that 1,000 times already, right? But you couldn't get yourself to feel that, how do I expect myself to win? To expect yourself to win, it comes from the belief that you deserve to win. Would you agree? Yes. Right? Those people, they feel that they deserve to win. That's why they expect it to win. That's why they win on a consistent basis. Not 1 month doing good, 5 months doing bad, because they expected themselves to win. And they feel that they deserve to win. It stems from 2 things. Right? It stems from 2 things. It stems from their belief that they will win, and their attitude and their activity. So most people believe that, look, I deserve to win, and I expected to win because of their attitude and activity. So let's talk about that. What can you do with your attitude? People talk about affirmation all the time. What do you say to yourself? I promise you that you will never win your subconscious mind. Does it make sense? So consistently, we talk about reading a business plan in the morning, reading a business plan before you go to bed. Do you constantly doing that? I do. That's why my business changed. If I tell you that 8 years ago, did I do it? Probably not. Right? I was on a Cash Rastan conference call as a guest speaker, and he was asking me, Mark, what's like of all this time that you were bad in the business. Like, actually, he used the word terrible. I'm like, I know that, right? Like, terrible in the business. What keep you around? I said, man, the very thing that keep me around in this business is I'm fortunate enough to spend times with people who are wealthy outside of the WFG, just so you know. I know a lot of wealthy people outside of the WFG. I also get a chance to spend time with a lot of wealthy people in the WFG. And I want their life. Does that make sense? I want the rich dolly, the money home, the life that you can make the Ed My Life of the world, that you can make a difference in other people's life, but also you live an unbelievable life with your children. My team name is Team Hero for a reason, because we believe in that. You need to be a hero for your children. You need to be a hero for people out there. So you can have it. You can have it all in this business. Most wealthy people, they might be wealthy, but they don't have time with their family. Their relationship's terrible. Does it make sense? They make no difference in other people's life. But you do all that here. So for me, for 8 years, even though I was not so good, I survived in the business. But this business is not meant for you guys to survive in the business. It's meant for you to thrive. There you go. The decision is yours, though. You know, if you've been here 3 months, 6 months, by now you already know what you're supposed to do. Right? I don't care what type of one-on-one do you do, what KDP do you do. Actually, if you put all the EMD and above in front of you, all the presentations really good. Because it's not what we say, it's how we say it. Yes. Does it make sense? Yeah. So some of you guys sitting there searching, there's got to be a better presentation. It's got to be a better version of you. That's what you need to fix. Right. Not the presentation. Does it make sense? What is your best version of you? When you sit across the kitchen table. Man, when you guys sit across the kitchen table, think of me. I was a restaurant guy, right? Luckily, the guy that brought me on board, man, he practiced his craft and he believed in what he did. So he recruited me on board with the firm. Not just sell me the policy. My life changed forever. Changed forever. So you have a big task out there. And do me a favor, allow us to say no. Some of you guys sitting there thinking, well, this person can do it, this person can, this person will. Yeah. It doesn't really matter. Just allow us to say no to you. Yep. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay? So, here's another thing I want to share with you guys. Because I've been talking to a lot of different people and they're like, my team is not really listening to me. Have you guys heard of this thing called parental death? Yeah. Yes? I bought into it too. It's kind of stupid. Parental death is not true. If you believe parental deaths are true, you're not growing in the business. Yeah. You can hear the same thing 10,000 times, but if you're growing as a person, you hear it differently. Does it make sense? So you're sitting there and go, well, my business changed also because when someone is doing better than me in the business, instead of I'm trying to argue with them, I'm sitting there and go, you know what, they probably understand something that I don't understand. Let me keep my mouth shut. Let me not complain a little bit, right? I mean, I heard this thing early in the stage of my career. They said your teammate will do 200% of what you do wrong, and they only do 50% of what you do right. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna screw up. I'm already like terrible, right? So from day one, I set my point. I said, you know what? I'm gonna be the least maintenance person in my business because I want that same type of people in my business. I want those people in my business. And I'm grateful to have those people in my business, right? I have qualified for contests and didn't go before. All these crazy things happen. So what? I'm here for the long haul. I'm competing in the life game, not just the WFG game. So thank you very much, you guys. See you guys at the top.